Yo, what's good everybody? It's the Green Onion, and back again with another diecast video. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to do a custom wheel swap. This is my method for doing it, and I don't know, yours might vary or whatever, but this is just how I do it. Car we're gonna be doing today is this custom that I made. This custom is a 2017 Corvette Grand Sport. This is pretty much an exact replica of the car my dad drives. It's black, got the Grand Sport emblem on the side there. Yeah, and it just needs some rear rider wheels to go along with the overall look. Yeah, I redid hand painted those lights because the tampos got destroyed obviously when the paint was ripped off the Corvette logo. But yeah, this is my custom for my dad. This is his 2017 Corvette Grand Sport. So there's the car. I chose the Corvette Z06 casting because the Grand Sport is essentially a Z06 without the engine and the performance options, but it has the same sort of look, the same sort of style as a Z06. So the wheels we're going to be using today are from this 2016 Ford GT Race from the Forza set. It is kind of sad to rip these cars apart, like for their wheels, but I don't know. I bought a whole bunch of these in there on clearance at Toys R Us. I probably have like 3 other copies of this car just for wheels. So we're going to be taking the wheels from the Ford GT and putting them onto the Corvette. I chose this Ford GT because my dad's Corvette has all blacked out wheels. Don't worry, I'll get rid of that chrome later on. But the Corvette casting has an enlarged rear wheel well, which makes it look kind of weird when you just have a car with 2 of the same size wheels. But luckily for me, this Ford GT Race has a smaller wheel in the front and an enlarged rear wheel in the back. Man, English, come on. Yeah, I don't know why they do this that much, because on the real Corvette, the tires aren't that much different from each other and aren't this drastically different. This wheel well isn't that much bigger. But they do that on Hot Wheels all the time, which is kind of annoying. But I tried putting regular wheels on this from a Porsche 911 DT3 RS, but they looked really awkward and weird, so I decided to swap them out with this Ford GT. So basically what I'm going to do, open this car up and take its wheels using the drill press. Now, some of you might not have a drill press, but that's okay. You guys can use a cordless drill too. I just use the drill press because it's much easier for me. The cordless drill gets kind of annoying sometimes. One time I even snapped a drill bit because I put on a little too much pressure working on a car. I snapped the drill bit and it went straight into my hand. Went straight into my hand. I think I have a scar from it even. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I have a scar because it went straight into my hand. But here's the Ford GT out of the package. Rest in peace, you're gonna die. I am sorry to do this to you, but I kinda have to. Yeah, he's gonna die, unfortunately. I love this casting. It's a cool looking car, but I need his wheels. So these rivets right here, we're gonna want to drill. They connect into posts. The posts are actually just mushroomed out through the car body, so you're just gonna want to drill right through these, just drill them out, and the car should pop apart. Sometimes the car can be a little annoying to get apart after you drill it out. There's the rivets. But you can hit it with just a chisel, just put it inside like one of the key points in between the body and the thing, for example this grill, and there you go. Car is apart. There's the body. Looks like... Man. Looks like this car is 3 pieces. The body, the windshield, or no, 4 pieces. This cool looking interior with the plastic spoiler. And then the base with the wheels, which we need. Now the next step is to cut off these tabs that are holding the wheels in place. Now to do this, I just grind them down with my Dremel tool, but you could work away at them with a chisel like this, or a file, which would take much longer, but I will just use my Dremel tool to do this. Alright, I'm back after using my Dremel tool over here. The cutting wheel, metal cutting wheel. All I did was grind away at the tabs here. The Dremel can act like, the cutting tool can act almost like a sander. If you do it horizontally, it'll just sand away the tabs, essentially, leaving the axles behind. Now, sometimes the tabs may be a little hard to get out. In this case, they weren't, but if they are, you can just use a chisel to pry them out. But in this case, they came right off the car. As I'm saying this one, okay, there. But there's the base. We won't be needing this anymore. Sadly, this car will probably go off to my junk parts bin, because I don't really have any use for it anymore. Now it's time to fit the wheels onto the Corvette. Alright, we're back at the Corvette. So we got the wheels in place. Small ones in the front and the large ones in the back. And all I do now, these are still kind of loose because the tabs have been pretty much obliterated on this car. I actually changed out the wheels a couple times in this car looking for the right pair, but I finally settled on these from the Ford GT. So the tabs are kind of destroyed. This makes it a little harder for me to do my method of reattaching the wheels, but it can still work if you needed to. What I do is I take a lighter, I melt the tabs with the lighter, and then basically using like a random screwdriver or some sort of instrument, just mold the melted plastic over the wheel axle, and it will eventually melt in place. But the plastic that Hot Wheels uses for the bases really is very nice for shaping into place without catching fire, in my opinion. I use the same technique for doing this as I do to make like flat tires and stuff on rusty barn find cars. So all you do, take the lighter, you just light the base on fire, wait till this, not on fire, you just melt the plastic, wait till the plastic melts, and then just form the tabs or whatever plastic. In this case I'm going to use these little, what is this little box of plastic, whatever that is, that little raised rectangle, and I'm going to form that over the wheel. So I'll get back to you when I do that. Alright, I'm back from using the lighter to melt the tabs into place. You can see in the front the tabs are a little bit more obliterated than in the back. So this is a little bit more of a tricky thing, but you can still see I was able to form the plastic around this. Melting the tabs does no damage to the base at all, or the details on the front and rear. It just simply helps to keep the wheels in place. Here's how it looks with tabs in. You can see it melted the top there a little bit, but we won't be seeing that in the car, and it didn't affect the overall integrity of the body, so that doesn't bother me at all. But you can see that by melting these tabs in place and forming them around, you can almost make the tabs go back to the original manufacturer intended position, crimped around the axle like that, by melting them with the car. So the final step for me, I don't need these chrome outlines on the wheels, so I'll just take this Sharpie paint pen and color those in. But it's time to put the car back together. I'll put the interior in first. There you go. You just flip the car over and fit the car. Come on. Hard to do this with one hand because you have to line it up. And fit the car back onto the body. There we go. That's how it's going to look. All I have to do is align the tabs. They should, yep, there you go. They should just snap into place usually. The back's a little out. Press. There you go. We're in business. All the wheels are set in firmly, and this car still rolls like a dream. little too well. Crap, no! Why? Every time I drop my cars. Every time. Okay, luckily I clear coated this thing. God! I have a bad habit of just dropping things. Honestly. Alright, well, little blooper there, but man, okay. Now all I have to do left is to chrome out, black out the wheels. God damn it. Alright, so there you have it. There's the finished product of the Corvette, the 2017 Corvette Grand Sport. This is my father's very own car sitting in the garage. So I did end up dropping it on the ground. I guess that's my trademark, dropping the freaking cars on the ground. I think I've dropped like a bunch of other cars on the ground too while filming. I dropped that Mercedes that I did a wheel swap on, and then I was opening the 20 pack. Oh, half the cars ended up hitting the pavement. So yeah, I guess I'm a bit clumsy when dealing with the camera, but I do not think so when I'm doing my customs. As you can tell, I do meticulous detail work on my customs. These headlights are not decals at all. These are hand painted on. I spent a bunch of time trying to replicate the headlights found on the Corvette. And from afar, I think they look pretty decent. But until now, this is the 2017 Corvette Grand Sport, and I hope you enjoyed this video and this basic wheel swap tutorial. And until next time, I'll see you later.